Roughly 42% of premature spark plug failures in modern engines happen before the 60,000 mile mark, and yet a separate slice of fleet testing data shows certain iridium plugs cruising past 180,000 miles still firing clean. That's a longevity gap of roughly 120,000 miles between the best and worst plugs people are dropping into nearly identical engines. Same combustion chamber, same coil packs, wildly different outcomes. The plug itself is doing most of the talking. So why does this matter? Because spark plug choice is one of the most underrated decisions in long-term engine health. A bad plug doesn't just misfire. It cooks coils, dumps unburned fuel into the catalytic converter, fouls O2 sensors, and over time it can hammer your fuel economy by 10 to 15% without throwing a single check engine light. The plug is small, the blast radius isn't. Today we're running through 9 spark plugs that consistently cross the 200,000 mile threshold in real-world fleet and owner data, and 6 that die way too early, sometimes at 30,000 miles or less. By the end, you'll know exactly which side of that fence your current plugs are sitting on. Quick, fair warning. Always check your owner's manual gap spec before you buy anything. A 15,000th inch difference between two seemingly identical engines matters more than people think, and the wrong gap on a turbo motor can blow out a misfire code on the first cold start. Let's start with the long life winners. First up, the NGK Iridium 9. This is the workhorse. Fine wire iridium center electrode, laser welded tip, and the kind of consistency that's made it the default upgrade for everything from a tired Honda K24 to a built LS. Owners regularly report 120,000 miles plus with no measurable gap erosion. Nothing fancy, just engineered properly. Number 2 is the Denso Iridium TT. The TT stands for twin tip, meaning both the center and ground electrodes get the precious metal treatment. That matters because the ground electrode is usually the first thing to wear out on a single-sided plug. With both sides protected, the spark stays sharp deeper into the plug's life. Research from NGK and Denso suggests the dual precious metal designs may help extend service intervals by 20 to 30% over single-sided iridium. That's not nothing. Third on the list, NGK Laser Iridium. This is what a lot of factories are quietly installing from the assembly line on Toyota, Honda, and Ford applications. The 2GR FE in your buddy's Camry V6 probably came with these from the factory. And those plugs are routinely going 110 to 120,000 miles before they need a look. Some owners stretch them to 150. Risky, but it happens. Number 4, Denso Iridium Long Life. The name is the entire pitch. These were engineered specifically for 100,000 mile plus service intervals, and they tend to deliver. They're heat rated tighter than the basic NIEC series, which means they stay in their thermal sweet spot for longer in modern direct injection motors that run hotter combustion temps. Solid pick for a Hyundai Theta 2 or anything else that gets cranky about plug temperature. 5. NGK Ruthenium HX. Ruthenium is newer to the spark plug world. Think of it as the next generation precious metal alloy that's even more resistant to gap erosion than pure iridium. NGK claims it's their longest lasting plug ever. Independent testing has been favorable. They cost more, but if you're running a tuned EcoBoost or a built Coyote, the resistance to electrode wear underboost is real. Number 6, Bosch Double Iridium Pinto. The Pinto plug uses a 4mm laser welded iridium center pin and a platinum ground strap. It's been a quiet favorite among European import owners and has shown up in plenty of long life fleet results. It plays especially well in turbocharged engines where spark energy needs to push through high cylinder pressure. Number 7, Autolite Iridium XP. This one surprises people. Autolite gets dismissed as the budget brand, but the XP Iridium line has racked up legitimate longevity numbers. They're priced well below NGK and Denso, and for a port-injected V8, like a GM LS truck motor, they'll easily push 100,000 miles. Are they the absolute best? No. Are they a hell of a value? Yeah, they kind of are. 8. Champion Iridium. Champion has had a rough reputation for years thanks to their copper line. the iridium plugs are a different conversation. They're using fine wire iridium with a solid center electrode design and a corrosion-resistant nickel-plated shell. Decent fitment across domestic V8s, including older Ford applications and certain GM trucks. Not the longevity king, but credible. And number 9, Denso Platinum TT. Yes, it's platinum, not iridium, but the twin-tip design closes a lot of the gap with its more expensive iridium siblings. For Subaru FA20 owners and other folks running flat fours where access is a nightmare, and you really don't want to be pulling plugs every 60,000 miles, the Platinum TT is a fair compromise. It tends to last longer than a single-sided platinum and costs less than full iridium. Now, let's flip the script. 6 plugs that die early. These are the ones that will make you regret the savings. First, cheap copper plugs in modern coil-on plug engines. Copper plugs were the standard. In the 80s and 90s, when distributor ignition systems were forgiving, they're not designed for the higher voltage demand of modern coil-on plug ignition. In a Ford 5.0 Coyote or any current Hemi, a copper plug might give you 30,000 miles before the gap blows wide open and you start chasing a phantom misfire that nobody can diagnose. They're cheap up front. They're expensive in coil packs and code-clearing trips to the parts store. Second, generic single electrode platinum. The old single platinum design, where only the center electrode has the precious metal pad, was decent for its time. But in a modern engine with high cylinder pressure and aggressive timing, the unprotected ground electrode wears unevenly and the gap drifts within 40,000 miles. You'll see misfires under load before you see them at idle, which is exactly the failure pattern that destroys catalytic converters quietly. Third, the no-name iridium knockoffs you find in bulk on Amazon. 8 plugs for $20, branded with a name nobody's ever heard of, claiming OEM equivalent performance. Independent teardowns show inconsistent welds, off-spec heat ranges, and center electrodes that aren't actually iridium in some cases, just plated steel. They might fire fine for 10,000 miles. Then your engine starts surging at idle and you're chasing ghosts. Don't do it. The savings aren't real. Fourth, certain pre-gapped E3 designs. The diamond fire ground electrode looks cool in marketing photos. In actual engine testing, especially in modern direct injection motors, the geometry doesn't always play nice with the combustion chamber design, and the wear pattern can be unpredictable. Some owners have great luck, plenty haven't. Mixed bag at best, and in YMYL terms, that's not a bet I'd recommend on an expensive engine. Fifth, oversized or wrong reach aftermarket plugs in turbocharged applications. This one's brutal. A plug that's even 1 or 2 threads too long. In a turbo motor sticks too far into the combustion chamber, gets pummeled by cylinder pressure, and can crack the porcelain insulator. Worse, in extreme cases, the tip can detach. That ends engines. If you're running a turbocharged Subaru FA20, a Hyundai Theta 2 Turbo, or any modern boosted 4-cylinder, the reach and heat range absolutely have to match the spec. No close enough. And sixth, low-end multi-ground strap plugs. The 4-prong copper designs that promise better ignition through more electrodes. They actually create more shrouded surface area, which can cause inconsistent spark in lean burn modern engines. They were a clever idea 20 years ago. They don't belong in a current direct injection motor, full stop. Let's talk pricing reality for a second, because this is where people make the wrong call. A set of premium iridium plugs for a V6 might run you $80 to $120. A copper set might be $18. The price gap looks ugly until you do the math. Premium plugs that last 120,000 miles work out to roughly $1 per 1,000 miles. Copper plugs that fail at 30,000 work out to about 60 cents per 1,000 miles, but only if nothing else fails. One fouled coil pack can run you $150. A damaged catalytic converter on a modern car? You're looking at $600 to $2,000 depending on the platform. The cheap plug isn't cheap. It's a deferred bill with interest. Now, installation. This is where good plugs go bad. 3 pitfalls to watch for. First, the anti-seize debate. Modern plugs come with a nickel-plated shell that's specifically designed to not need anti-seize. NGK and Denso both publicly recommend against using anti-seize on their plated plugs because it changes the torque values and can cause over-tightening. Bosch is more flexible. Read the manufacturer's note on the box. If they say no anti-seize, believe them. Second, torque spec. People hand tighten and call it good. Don't. A spark plug under-torqued can blow out under cylinder pressure. Over-torqued, and you crush the crush washer, distort the threads, and risk pulling threads out of an aluminum head, which is a very expensive afternoon. Use a torque wrench. Most modern plugs land somewhere between 15 and 25 foot-pounds, but check the spec for your engine. Always. Third, gap check. Even on pre-gapped plugs. Especially on pre-gapped plugs. Plugs get bumped in shipping. The gap can shift. A feeler gauge costs $5. A misfire diagnostic costs more. Verify the gap matches your owner's manual. To the thousandth before the plug goes in the head. A turbocharged engine running a gap that's off by 10 thousandths can trigger a misfire under boost that you'll never replicate at idle, and you'll waste hours chasing the wrong thing. So here's the core lesson compressed into one line. Buy quality iridium. Install it correctly, and your engine will reward you with smooth firing for over 100,000 miles. Buy garbage, skip the gap check, and you'll be paying for it in coil packs, cats, and lost mileage for years. If breakdowns like this help you keep your engine alive longer, the channel runs on people who hit subscribe and stick around for the next teardown. Real-world data. No sponsorship fluff. No upselling you on parts you don't need. Drop a comment with the Spark plug brand and model you're currently running, and tell us how many miles are on that set. That data is genuinely useful for the next person trying to make the same call. Drive safe out there, keep an eye on those misfire codes, and we'll see you in the next one.